Guys, Brian here. Welcome back to the channel, and I'm going to go over my portfolio, what I'm potentially going to do this upcoming week. I'm going to try a few new things and have some fun with it because we're all about making money and trying to figure out the best way to wheel ourselves to wealth, right? So before we get into everything, remember, none of this financial advice. I'm literally doing this with my own portfolio. I do show it every now and then, but when I use my laptop and I'm up here, I kind of don't like logging onto it. But I'll show you pretty much what I do in my Discord. So let's jump right into my desktop and show you right from there. So on the Discord, the Clockout Capital Discord, you can see all my trades. I show you my portfolio update. So I sold a cash secured put. I mean, a covered call for Palantir at 114. I actually forgot to roll this one because I was super busy at work. So I ended up selling my 100 shares. I got a little bit of profit from it, so taxable event. But I made some money off of it from the premium, and I made some money off the appreciation as well. Then I had all these expire worthless: a Nvidia, cash secured put, Tesla, Palantir, Riot, covered call, Palantir. All of that equaled out to around $2,111. And that's pretty much what I have. I have a 80K buying power starting up next week. And if I want to use margin, I have around 130.5K. And like I said here, I'm probably going to use some more Tesla, covered calls, cash secured puts to generate as much income as possible because it is so volatile. And then sometimes I like going into these like leverage ETFs. On QQQ. I think it's called TQQQ, and to gain more premiums. And like I do like monthly cash secured puts on them, and that's what I wanted to get into today because it is super easy to do. And I like going into this too for everyone that just like gets started on the wheel strategy. What do you need to start? You need level 1 options at least, because you need to be able to trade options. And then this is how you get it. You need to answer the risk assessments through your brokerage. They ask you like what your occupation is, how much you make a year. You should put like over $100,000 to automatically get approved. They ask you what your net worth is, put over 100K, and say you have like a 2 years experience, and you'll most likely get approved for options level 1. And of course, the wheel strategy, the goal is collecting income, also known as premium. And this involves cash secured puts, covered calls, and just going in a circle with your money. And where do you get started? That's where you start. Cash secured puts. This is where I always tell everyone to go. So this is all about collateral. That's how the wheel strategy works. Having enough cash to buy 100 shares, so you use that cash as collateral. You pick a strike price below the current stock price, and the bid ask spread is the multiplier, and then you multiply that by 100 and you figure out your premium. The goal is to pick a strike price that you're okay with buying the underlying stock. You have to be okay with buying that stock at that price. If you're not, I wouldn't do it. If your stock doesn't hit your strike price, you rinse and repeat each week collecting your premium. If it does hit your strike price, you will be assigned those 100 shares at that strike price that you chose. And then you would move on to covered calls. So just going off that, we're looking at Robinhood. So this is a leverage play, a 3x leverage play. So let me just show you this. Like once you go here, it's going to say leveraged, but it's only 89 bucks in comparison to 538 bucks. And for the wheel strategy, options is all about 100 shares, having control of 100 shares. So if you wanted to control 100 shares of QQQ, you need 54,000 bucks. To do the same thing with this leveraged play, you'd only need around 9,000 bucks. And of course, this is a triple leveraged play. So any move that QQQ does by like 1%, this is 3%, and vice versa. That's where the risk factor is here. That is the super risk factor. But you're also following the NASDAQ. So with tech pumping the way it is, it's something to follow. So what we would do for trading options, you're always going to be on the sell side, and we're going to be on the put side first. So what I would do for something like this, because you're only getting around like 100, a little bit over 160 bucks per week doing this, I'd probably go out a month out, and I would do this to gather up like $480. So I usually go anywhere from 20 to 30% delta. So let's go like rule of thumb for kind of stuff. You could always start like $4 down from the current stock price, and you'll probably get close to like a 30 delta. So that's 35. 83 is 28. What's 84 going to be? 84 is like a 30%. So you could choose an 84 strike price, and you're going to get paid $310. So like I said on my Discord, I have like 80K of buying power. If I wanted to use all that buying power, right? All of that buying power. Let's see. 80K. How many let's see. 8 contracts. How much would I need? That's only $64,000. 9. So collateral is $75,000, but over a month, for putting this out a month, I will get $2,789 just for putting out this play. And again, if by March 21 this does not go below $84, I won't have to buy 900 shares of TQQQ, and then I could just do this again the next month after. So potentially, it's always potential. Everyone likes to see the potential here. So let's go to the calculator. If I was able to do this every week and get a similar premium, so I do this for 12 months, you could potentially make $33,000 on the year just selling puts. And that is the beauty of using these leverage products, because you could get a lot of money on the premiums because it's volatile, because it's a 3x return or negative depending on how QQQ runs. So hopefully if QQQ and the NASDAQ stays up during the whole year, you can make a lot of money in this. And obviously, like I said, I was going to do Tesla. Let's look at Tesla, because I have some covered calls that I could look at. So we can trade Tesla options, sell a covered call. I have it pretty, I could have one pretty close. So I could sell a call pretty like 360, because it's what the current stock price 353. Like, I like for these type of stocks to be in like the 30 to 40% range, because I'm cool with selling, because I want to capture appreciation. I like taking profits off the table as much as I can to continue growing my portfolio. But I would probably do like a 40%. So this was it. So I'd probably get, and remember, these numbers are static right now because it's a weekend. I'd get paid $595 for putting out this option play, and that's just for like a 5-day play. And that's what I personally would do with something like Tesla. But I know a lot of people like doing monthlies, so let's look at that the same way. We have to scroll down. I don't know why it's been doing that for me. So I could scroll down and I could put like a 3, like let's look for like a 40% delta here. Probably going to be 380. Yep, 380. I'd get paid $1,400 to put this out a month. And that's okay, but it's not how much I would like, because if you saw, if I just did this a week, like 5 days out, and I did 362, I'd make $1,000 in 2 weeks. And that's where I would like to be. I want to make as much money as possible throughout the month, because of course this is all about generating premium. So this is personally what I'd be doing. I'm going to do a lot of Tesla for a lot of volatility plays. I might throw in some TQQQ. Of course, I'll be using Palantir as well, because Palantir is one of my go-tos for appreciation right now. And NVIDIA, whatever. Everyone keeps like correcting me on how I'm saying it. But those are my go-tos right now. I keep my stocks that I use for the wheel strategy very small. I use like 5 or 6 of them, and I rotate them in and out depending on what the premiums are. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. I've been averaging around like anywhere from like 6 to 10K a month in premiums, but obviously my portfolio will fluctuate because of what just happened as well. The underlying, if it goes down, my portfolio goes down, but that's all part of the ride. I'm still adding cash to my portfolio, and that's what's going to continue growing as long as I'm not selling for losses. So that's what I'm personally going to do. I love doing the wheel strategy. It's what I think is best to grow your portfolio faster than just dollar cost averaging. because you're giving yourself a little leverage play as well through the options. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. So let me know what you guys think. What are your guys' strategies when it comes to the wheel strategy? I'm always excited to hear it. I'm always excited to talk about it. Check out the links down below if you want to check out the course, check out the free Discord. I have a free PDF that goes over everything. It's not free anymore. It's like $5. I have a $5 PDF on there. And but you could ask all the questions you want on that free Discord. The course does involve a one-on-one with me. You just have to schedule it with me, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.